Hey loves, so I'm gonna do a review for you for Covergirl Queen All Day Flawless 3-in-1 foundation versus Revlon's Colorstay foundation. So both of these are drugstore foundations that have shades that cater to women in all skin tones, and so oftentimes we as black women have a hard time finding drugstore foundations because there aren't really testers around, so it's difficult, right? So I am in the shade of, I'm just gonna jump into it, okay? So I am the shade NW45 if you are, because usually that's like most black women just immediately, like Fashion Fair, which is a little bit outdated, like most black women just go immediately to MAC because they just have pretty much every skin tone, every skin color available for women of color, and so that's like the first place people go. So I always say NW45 because everybody seems to know their shade in MAC makeup. So I'm NW45, but in the Ebony Covergirl Queen Collection All Day Flawless Concealer, I'm in the color True Ebony. And in the Revlon Colorstay, I'm in the color 440, which is Mahogany. And so these are both drugstore foundations. They both are around the same price. I think Covergirl Queen Collection you can probably get a little bit cheaper. I think it's around $9 at Target versus this is maybe about $10 or $11. Not a huge difference in price point. So we have that kind of, you know, going for them both. So I'm going to talk first about the Ebony Covergirl Queen Collection All Day Flawless Foundation. So I actually got this foundation because I usually wear Bare Minerals. As you know, I've talked about it in other videos. If you don't know, I wear Bare Minerals. Actually, I'm wearing Revlon right now, but I'm typically a Bare Minerals girl, but I'm like, you know, I'm kind of tired of how messy Bare Minerals is, to be honest. The powder, they actually just came out with a liquid, so I'm waiting for Sephora to have a sale because I'm not paying full price for it, but they do have a liquid foundation, and I'm going to try it as soon as as soon as Sephora has like a friends and family or VIB discount going on. So they have it, I'm gonna pick it up because I do really like Bare Minerals foundation. So I wanted something that had the kind of coverage that I'm accustomed to with my Bare Minerals without the $22, $23, $24, $25 price tag. So this was a great drugstore option for me. And when I first put it on, that's immediately how I felt. I felt like I was putting on the same, like it was super lightweight. It didn't feel heavy at all. It felt like it wouldn't clog my pores, and I really liked that, and I liked the coverage it gave me. Now yeah, so I liked it. I did, and I do like it, but my opinion of this is that it's not full coverage, okay? That's the first thing. I do have to use a concealer with it. In fact, when I first bought it, I bought the color one shade lighter than this, and I was like, okay, this is obviously way too light for me. That's why it's not giving me the coverage I want. So I bought another shade darker, and the shade, I think this is the second to last shade, and the final shade is like weird and reddish, so it doesn't work on me. But, so this is the only color that really matches me, and it's not full coverage. So I do, even with using a concealer brush with the foundation on it, I had to still, in order to cover up my hyperpigmentation, I had to use a concealer, which is okay? So you do, ladies, this is not full coverage, it's medium coverage at best, okay? Those of you that have got dark, you know, dark spots or what have you. So for me, not full coverage, but it could be for those of you that don't have a lot of hyperpigmentation to cover up from old acne or pimples or what have you. So there's that. Super lightweight, nice coverage, even coverage, not full coverage, but nice even coverage. The other thing I will say about this is that it really doesn't last all day. I wore it, you know, for my work day, and by the time I was getting it, and I liked it. Again, I still like it, especially if I use a concealer underneath. You know, what are those LA Girls concealers? Hello, where have they been my whole life? Love them. So especially with that, I'm good, I'm golden. But when I got in the car, I looked in the mirror, and that's what I do is I'm about to drive away from work, and I look in the mirror and I start to see what looks like, it's like starting to settle into like the pores. Like I kind of see my pores. It's not that smooth coverage I walked in with. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's a little bit patchy, a little bit kind of like pore, you know. Throw on some powder and I'm sure it would have been fine. But this is after, let's say, about a 7-hour day, okay? 8 hour day. So not all day wear either. So for me, I feel like this is a lightweight foundation. I feel like this is a great foundation for lunch with the girls, lunch with your family, daytime, nice. I'll keep it, I'll use it, and that's exactly what I'll use it for. Now, but if you want foundation that's gonna last you throughout the day, that's gonna give you that full coverage matte foundation, then that's when you wanna go with the Revlon Colorstay, because that's exactly what you'll get out of it. Full coverage, I'm wearing it now, no concealer. Yes, I've got concealer under my eyes for highlighting purposes, and I'll show you a quick picture of what it looks like on my face without any concealer, without any highlighting, anything, just the foundation. And that's what you'll get for Revlon Colorstay. It's full coverage. The only thing about it is it's heavier. Like you feel it on your face in a way that you don't feel the Revlon, the way you won't feel the Covergirl Queen. Also, the Covergirl Queen feels to me almost just like Bare Minerals. It's the same feeling on it. I shouldn't admit this, but I have slept with it on my face. Although I'm like not doing that. I haven't done that in like 2 weeks. I've been really good about washing my face as soon as I get home from work, so I don't forget and I don't get lazy, right? So I have slept with Covergirl Queen on my face and not broken out, not got. You cannot sleep with this junk on your face with the Revlon Colorstay. No, you cannot. Don't sleep with it on your face. You'll wake up with pimples. Yeah. Again, sorry, I'm going through a cold, so that's why I'm very nasally today. So yeah, so it definitely, but it gives you full coverage. Again, no concealer. And again, I wore it on Friday. When I got in my car, it looked like I had just applied my makeup. Like, it really did last. So I think they're just, you know, two different things, you know. And the other thing about Revlon Colorstay that I'll say a con is I don't like the smell of it. It smells chemically in the way, you know, Covergirl Queen Collection foundation does it. Revlon Colorstay also, they both have glass bottles, which I don't love because I'm a klutz and I drop things. But I like the pump, like, so that way you don't use a lot of product, you know. It has like that nice kind of pump, you know, sorry, here it is. You know, it's got that pump applicator. Whereas Revlon Colorstay has this applicator here, okay? So, not applicator, but, you know, you just pour it out. So, unless they change that, because this is kind of old. This is like a year old, and I'm still using it. Don't judge me. But, yeah, so that's my review of Revlon Colorstay versus Covergirl Queen Collection 3-in-1 All Day Flawless. It's not quite what it's cracked up to be, but it's still nice coverage and a nice, you know, drugstore foundation. If you need to go somewhere, you're filming, you got an event, you got something going on, you get married, you're going to your wedding, and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, this is the foundation for you for that kind of coverage. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Have you tried these? Have you tried the one color up from the Revlon, the Covergirl Queen, you know, Queen Collection foundation? Let me know what you think of these, and if there are any other drugstore foundations in our skin shade family that you like, that you think I may want to try when I'm in the market to buy another drugstore foundation, although these are going to last me a minute. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, and be sure to get on over to lisaalamo.com, where I'll share more detailed review of these two, and you'll see some more pictures of both of them on my face and swatches and all that stuff. So www.lisaalamo.com. Definitely check it out, and check me out on Instagram too. Yeah. Okay, bye.